Hey, it's time for TV Skywriter. Welcome, everybody, to TV Skywriter. I'm Patricia A. Murray, your host. And TV Skywriter is sort of an offshoot of the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham, North Carolina's online community paper. And today we get to talk theater, one of my favorite subjects. We have the director and part of the cast of a production called What a Blessing I Could Have Been. And that's going to be at the Hayti Heritage Center here in Durham, North Carolina on Saturday, April 30th. So first, let us welcome the director and apparently one of the actors as well, Deborah Harper-Pringle. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So actually, I do want to acknowledge that you have other cast members there. So sitting right next to you is Eric A. Powell Sr. He plays Scott. And yes. Ms. Pringle, or Harper-Pringle, you are the director, and you also play Rose, right?
Yes.
And then on the other side of you, you have Crystal Robinson, who plays Simone, and Vi Parker, who plays Auntie Annie. Right? I know they're in the room somewhere. Hey, how are you? Hey. So let's talk about the play. I have no idea what it's about. So give us a play-by-play on what happens in this production so we can all run and see it.
Well, I don't want to give too much. It's about a couple that dated while they were in college, got married, talked about children, having children, and issues came up after they were married. And it caused a rift in the marriage, and it had to be a choice that she had to make from him. He made her make a choice, and she made the choice, and she's struggling now with her decision, and it's causing a lot of problems in the home. He believed in God, but yet he put God to the side because of certain things that's going on. But eventually God works it out.
Mm-hmm. So I take it this is definitely not a comedy. This is a drama. And I'm wondering.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'd like to get this out first off. Are children allowed to see this play? I know some plays that cover troubled marriages say no children under 13 or 10 or whatever allowed. How about this play?
Yes, children are allowed.
Okay. So who wrote this play? Did you write it as well as directed?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So I don't want to make this too personal, but since I don't know what happened in the play, but is this a first-time play for you, or what were you moved to write this because you saw this happen to somebody, or are you an experience? Have you done this before in terms of directing and writing plays?
I am a professional singer. I've been singing for a very long time. My first play was at the Care Center in downtown Durham. And it was for seniors only. We have two production companies. The second one is the Durham Community Playhouse, which was my first play. After that, under Valentine Productions is my major company. And I've just been inspired. I was looking at Maury Povich, and all he talked about were children and who was a parent and all this. And I was inspired. I wrote the story first, and then from there, I was inspired to write the play. So I've been doing a lot of writing since then.
Okay, you mentioned Maury Povich. Now, I've seen him. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's the guy where the lady comes on his show and they try to determine who's the father of the child?
Right.
Okay, so that inspired you to write this play?
It inspired me to write about what was going on, because it just seemed like every time you look, even not just his show, but other shows that talks about who's the father, and the baby get the short end of the stick, so to speak. So I wrote, after I wrote my intro, so to speak, God just inspired me to write the play. I saw it from beginning to end, and I wrote it out.
Really?
Yeah, I can't write unless I'm inspired. I get a title and I can see it from beginning to end, and I write it out.
Do you actually mean that the dialogue appears to you as well, not just the story?
Yes.
Wow. How long does that take?
It can take me maybe a day.
That's all? Wow. That's
Yes.
amazing. Because I write music and it can take me months just to write one song.
I don't know. If I see it, I mean, if I'm inspired and it's almost like it's being dictated to me. I write it as I hear it or see it in my head. Wow. I can't explain it, but that's how I write.
It's a gift, right?
Yes, it's a gift. Definitely a gift.
Okay, so you write the play, and that means that you already know how many players you need, right?
Yes.
So actually tell us the steps. Okay, you said you were inspired and you write the play, but what are the steps that most people take to make a play? Leave the, maybe you have some notebook paper and you write the play out, but how do you take that all the way to performing at the Hayti Heritage Center?
I have no clue. So it's a blessing. The way I started off is I get a title. I can be looking at TV. I can hear something on the radio. I get a title, and I would write a little note next to that title, and I can come back to that one title maybe 2 years later, and I can still see that play from beginning to end. So it comes from a title, and then from there I write it out, and then from there I write the play.
That's amazing. Now, I don't know if you listen to country music at all, but a lot of country music writers will tell you that's exactly how they write country songs. They get the title first.
Yeah.
And then they write the song around that title.
Right.
Interesting.
I do poetry the same way.
So you said you're a singer and you've been singing for years, but isn't there like a big difference between singing and acting? How did you get good with acting? Did you take classes?
No, I have great mentors, Sybil Von Dorsey, Victoria Morgan. They've been coaching me and mentoring me, and they see more in me than I see in myself. I've never directed anything in my life, but they says that it comes natural, and the way I see the character, I feel that character, and I can bring it to that person. Actually,
okay. I want to ask you about directing, because when you watch movies and you see the director, and I know that's the guy or the woman who says cut and action, but in a play, I'm sure you don't do. I mean, what does a director do when it comes to a theatrical play?
I do the same thing. I say cut, action, have fun with it.
Okay.
I just have fun with it.
So let us acknowledge the other players. Do you mind if I read their names, or did you want to tell us who the different players are in the play?
You can read the names.
Okay. So we're talking directly with Deborah Harper-Pringle. She's a director. And also she plays Rose. Then and please correct me if I mess up any of these names. This is my first time seeing them. Shantia Nikki Starnes plays Rachel. Right. Kelly Rhodes plays Travis. Crystal Robinson plays Simone. Kendria Corbett plays Beverly. Morris Barrier plays Pastor Young. Eric A. Powell Sr., who's right there, plays Scott. Lily D. Bell plays Justine. Kelly Rhodes, she must play two roles. She plays two roles?
Who is that? Kelly Rhodes?
Kelly Rhodes?
Yeah. He plays another character.
Okay, so he also plays Carl. Okay.
Carl, right.
And then you, Deborah Harper-Pringle, plays Rose, and Vi Parker plays Auntie Annie. Okay. So when it comes to a play, now I've heard that there are different ways of putting on a play. And sometimes the writer will say, you will say the lines exactly as I wrote them because they're gold. And some directors say, I want you to have fun with it, and here's what we're going to do. and go. So which style are you?
A little bit of both. Especially in my first play, I took suggestions, and in this one as well. I take suggestions if I feel it, if I see it and hear it. I say okay. If I don't feel it, I'm like, no, we're gonna. I'm so sorry. I thought all the phones were off. Thank you. Yeah, and I have fun with it because I want them to be, everybody to be comfortable. Long as it doesn't take away from what the play is about, I take suggestions. Because I mean, both plays that I've done, I had to rewrite over and over again because in my head, I see it one way, but presenting it to them, it becomes something else.
In what way?
Slightly something else. I'm sorry.
How does it become something else? What do you mean?
It becomes, they may see, I'll say one of the parts, they may see, I'll say Simone. They may see Simone as real hype, real boisterous, and they may add a couple of words to make her become a lot more boisterous. But to me, I want her to calm down a little bit. Then again, I may say, okay, let's do that. I mean, bring it. Do whatever you want to do with that character. What I did was with these characters, I gave them kind of an idea of another character that's on TV. And I say, I kind of see you as that character and then build from that. If it becomes who I see as the character I've written, then I let them go for it. Other than that, we kind of play around with it.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
now I heard that the way they do Sesame Street is that they would tell the actors, okay, the Snuffleupagus is going to do this, and then Maria's going to do that, and let's have Mr. Harper. Now I'm mentioning all these old names from old school Sesame Street because I haven't watched the newfangled Sesame Street, but they'll tell them, yeah, we're going to do this, and then Big Bird's going to come in and do that, and go, and they just let them just improvise. And I guess they do it until it's perfect.
Well,
that's television, though.
Yeah, that's television.
It's different for theater, right?
Huh? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I would let, like, the Pastor Young. He's going to improvise some of his lines because he's a deacon at church, so he can pull it in, bring it. But other lines, some people, you might have a cast member that can overtalk, and then you improvise, and it keep going on and on and on, and then everybody else lose their place. So I kind of be careful with the improvising, but I also let them have fun with it.
Now, I was watching the Disney Channel once, and they were showing the cast of whatever show it was, and they were reading the lines before filming it. So is that how they do in theater too, where you all sit at a table and you just read your lines out loud to see how they flow?
Yes. To feel that character, yes.
So I'm imagining that sometimes you're listening to your lines, like the lines are in your head, right?
Right.
And then when you hear someone else say it, it might not sound perfect or just right. So I'm guessing that you probably do a little rewrite after that.
Yeah. Yes, I do. And and I kind of encourage them by giving them what's the word? A suggestion of maybe something that has happened to them or who they may be talking to. Like this play here, it's written almost in just normal conversation. And I say, when I'm rehearsing my part, I speak as if I'm talking to my sisters. So it makes it a lot easier for me to learn my lines and to feel that character because I'm talking to my sisters.
Okay. So in a play, I've never been in a play. I mean, my sister's been in plays, but I haven't. So I'm just guessing. The people who have roles together, do they rehearse their lines together?
Yes.
And then everybody all together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I try not to. Well, we have a schedule where we meet on certain days, and if someone's working, we break it up to say, okay, if you can come this particular day. We try not to burn the characters out, the cast members out, but at the same time, where we are right now, it has to be everybody.
Okay. I always wanted to ask somebody, okay, so you're learning your lines, but how do you learn your lines first and then learn what to do physically? Because you know how, people say their lines and they might be skipping or running or boxing or dancing or pouring some coffee. How do you learn all that together, or do you learn it separately?
The second play that we will be putting on soon, we rescheduled that one, but this is how I work. I let them learn the lines first, and then we start getting into the emotions, and we start blocking, saying, okay, you need to stand over here. But mostly me, I let them learn the lines first. And then that's when, for me, I think everything becomes natural. Once you learn your lines and you feel that character, all the movements becomes natural for me.
Wow. I guess if you know what you're doing, I mean, if you put me on stage, I'd wander around. I wouldn't know what to do.
No, it starts out that way until we kind of learn the lines and work on that, and then we start, doing movements. And some of the characters already know what the movement is, so because they feel that character, so it makes it a lot easier.
Okay, so again, we have also Crystal Robinson here, Eric A. Powell Sr. here, and Vi Parker. Does anyone want to say anything or give us a few words or run some lines or anything?
I'm not gonna run any lines, but so this is my mom, and this is my first play as well. So the one scene that I'm in, I kind of reworked it to fit my personality, because she knows I'm kind of a joker. So I guess I bring the comedy to the play to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. So it should be interesting to see how my scene goes.
So did you always want to be an actor, or did you decide to be an actor because your mom has a play?
Never wanted to be an actor at all. And I'm just, I support my mom in whatever she does, and she supported me all my life. So it's just my way of helping her out, and hopefully I'll do a good job at it.
That's awesome. I mean, I love it when families do things together, creative things. That's awesome. So I can't wait to see you all. So does anyone else have any words for us, or?
Hi.
Hey. So are you Crystal?
I am, and I'm
okay.
Of Simone.
Okay.
And Simone is the crazy, sassy, younger version of Medea kind of thing going on.
Okay.
And you heard Eric mention that he brings the comedy, but I bring a little comedy too. Thank you very much. So
we'll see who's funnier.
Yeah, fine. But this is actually my first play as well. I've done pit singing when I was in high school and a little bit when I was in college. But this is my first time actually being on stage in a play. I'm more of a singer, out in the community, things like that in church. So, but I do want to thank Miss Pringle for giving me the opportunity, because Kelly actually reached out to me and passed my information on to her. So This is my first opportunity, and I thank her for that. And she's actually turned out to be a very, very good friend, and that's not a label that I give out freely.
Wow. And I can see that you're already very outgoing.
Yes.
So I can imagine you're going to love being on stage. You're loving it now.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all I want to say.
This is awesome, because I can imagine a group that's already friends or working to become really good friends and close and getting along well, I can imagine that makes for a really good play.
It does. It does. It makes a big difference. It really does.
Yeah, because you've seen it on TV where you see like singing groups or whatever, and they're fighting each other for the spotlight and being just real divas and just But I like to see it when people get together or getting along well. I think it makes a big difference. So Vi did. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. I think it's because for me, it makes it easier when and God have just brought these people in my life for this play. I give God the glory for it because without this gift, I wouldn't be doing this. He turned my journey somewhere else because I was trying to come back into singing, and it turned out where I'm now writing. So my journey has turned a little bit because of God, and whatever is my gift that He want me to do, I'm doing it, and I want to do 100% for Him. So
that's great. That's great. Did and Don John, who is also a performer, in fact, he made his comedy debut at DSI Comedy Theater in Chapel Hill just a couple days ago. Okay. And he's saying definitely combine both. So that's great. So did Vi have anything to say to us? Or is she still there?
Hi, I'm still here.
Hey.
I'm the senior in this group, including the director and everybody else. I've done a couple of plays with Durham Community Theater, and I just started doing plays maybe 2 years ago, but it's something that I thoroughly enjoy. Ideally, I would love to do TV commercials.
Why don't you?
I don't know. Maybe it'll come one day. Maybe. But I enjoy
you should. How does that work with commercials down here? Do you have to get a what's that the agent? Do you have to get an agent here in Durham?
Probably.
Yes. Probably. Yes.
Okay. Because I recognized a face. I was watching a commercial. It was about a bank, a local bank, and I was like, "Oh, I know her." So yeah, I guess if you get an agent and you just let them know you want to make commercials, you'll probably get one.
It could happen before I'm 92.
It might not take. No, it's not going to take. I was so excited. My sister was on a Pizza Hut commercial.
Oh,
that was awesome. I can't remember what did she. This was back in the 80s. I think she said something like, "Hey, who wants pizza?" or something like that. And then they showed somebody else's hand typing, with the phone, Pizza Hut, right. Pizza to go. And then they were like,
right.
So, and it was a regional ad, so she made some nice money. I highly recommend. In fact, I know a guy who did a national commercial for Coors Beer. He was getting paid he said he would just roll out of bed, check the mailbox, and he was good.
Wow.
Hook me up with
yeah. Yeah,
need a hookup.
So let's promote this play, all right? It is called What a Blessing I Could Have Been. Now, some people said, if you're probably not able to scroll up, I'll scroll up to the top where someone said, let me go all the way to the top here. It says, I can't find it. But basically they said, why is it called What a Blessing I Am?
They have to see the play to find out why it is called What a Blessing I Could Have Been.
There you go. Good answer. And this play, it will be at the Hayti Heritage Center. Only one day, right? The 30th of April?
So far, yes.
That is a Saturday, and it's going to be 6 p.m. Hayti Heritage Center right there on Fayetteville and Lakewood. Yes. The tickets are $15.
Right.
$10 for seniors, as Don John rightfully said, seniors do get discounts. So $10 for seniors age 60 plus, and also children age 10 and under. Okay.
That was unfortunately a typo from the producer. I want to correct that. 10 and under is free.
Oh, okay. Let me put that down because I'm going to do a write-up in the Durham Skywriter, of course.
Okay.
So children 10 and under are free.
Right.
So I assume there's not going to be foul language and stuff.
I'm sorry?
No foul. So I assume then that there's not going to be a lot of foul language.
Oh, no, not at all. No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Good. And again, so let's pump that up some more. Saturday, 30th of April. It's called What a Blessing I Could Have Been at the Hayti Heritage Center here in Durham, North Carolina. Now, tickets, again, $15, $10 for seniors 60 plus, and children 10 and under are free. Now, who handles the ticket sales, you directly or the Hayti Heritage Center?
The Hayti Heritage and my community outreach coordinator, she's handling the tickets as well.
Okay, and I do have
Georgette Washington.
Okay, let's get her information. And while you're getting that together, the Hayti Heritage Center's phone number is 919-683-1709. So the person you mentioned, so what is, does she want her phone number out there or what?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, so probably safer just to go ahead and call the Hayti Heritage Center. And if you do want to give the contact information for your person, I'll be happy to put that in the Durham Skywriter.
Okay.
We'll do it that way.
Okay.
So what is on the horizon? Because I know this is going. Oh, first let me not get ahead of myself. As far as this play, What a Blessing I Could Have Been, how else are you promoting it?
We're different places. We have there will be a write-up in the News and Observer. We already have a press release in the Herald Sun. Oh my gosh, it's several places that my coordinator have been, and Andrew Marsh, the marketing person. They've been doing a great job with promoting.
I want to throw him a huge shout out, Andrew Marsh. Wow. I mean, I guess if anybody needs a publicist, he would be top notch. I'm telling you, because he made sure this interview happened. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
He was like, just following up. Did you hear from them? What time? What's the number? You know, he was like on point.
Right.
Andrew Marsh. Yes, he's definitely, serious. He's a serious promoter.
He really is. He's been great. He's a church member of mine. We go to church together. So when I mentioned that, when he heard that I was doing a play, and he does publicity, but he said he kind of want to go into the entertainment. So when I told him about my play, he got all excited. It's this big old smile on his face, and he said, I would like to try that. And Georgette Washington has been a mentor to him. So they've been working together, and it's just been an awesome team. They've been awesome.
I'm glad you're telling me this, because sometimes I've known people who put on productions here and there, and then they complain they didn't get anybody to come out. And I would ask them, well, how'd you promote it? And they're like, oh, it's not enough to tell your mom and dad. I mean, you really got to get the word out.
That's right.
So I think you're going to have a good turnout. And Don John is going to be there. He says he's planning on going.
Wonderful.
So, and I want you to meet him because he's a fabulous individual.
Okay.
Again, I've never met him in person. I just feel like I know him. He's been on my show twice.
Okay.
He, like I said, he made his debut this past Saturday at the DSI Comedy Theater. So I think that you're going to have a lot of people interested in checking out your acting troupe.
Okay.
And it's Valentine Productions. Is that the name of your?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's in the future after this success that we're claiming already? What's next?
My husband said I'm going to rest, but that I don't know what that word means.
Rest? What's that?
I want to do the play that we rescheduled, and that's for the seniors only with the Durham Community Playhouse. I want to do, it's called Where My Money. and it's a murder mystery comedy, and it's a bunch of seniors who all went to jail, and now they're getting back together at a reunion to get their money, and it's a twist at the end.
Oh, I bet they let somebody hold it, right, while they were serving time.
Yeah, the head guy, but it's a twist. It's going to be a funny twist.
When is this? I want to see that one too.
We're I say tentatively in June, but we're working that out with Hayti.
Okay. Wow. Do you think you'll be doing? Well, I can't imagine you can do a play a month, but.
I've got stuff already written, so we just have to get the characters. It's all good.
Wonderful. So I know that the people that we have here and the people whose names we read, that's your core group. Are you looking to expand and maybe put on a whole bunch of plays all over the place?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes. And sing on the side.
Oh, there you go. So is there anything that I did not ask that you wanted me to ask? Is there anything else that we left out?
No, just, well, yes. We want to encourage the seniors to come to Hayti at some of our workshops. We start the workshops first before we put the play on. And that will be announced later because we have to get the dates from Hayti. We're partnered with Hayti, so that's why we're doing a lot of our workshops and plays at the Hayti Center. We just want the seniors to get involved and show their talent and bring it out. I mean, a lot of us that's retired. Huh?
So what kind of workshops exactly?
It's a kind of, just start off with kind of encouragement to find out what is their hidden talent. Some have stopped have done theater, but put it aside because of their retirement or whatever. So whatever their gift is, we want to bring that out and have fun doing it.
Wonderful. My sister was an actor for a while, and she got to do TV and some movies. And my mom said that when she retired, she wanted to get into acting, but unfortunately, her health didn't allow for that. But yeah, I know that there are a lot of real ham bones out there, you know, just waiting to be discovered.
That's right. And we're
waiting
for them. We're waiting for them.
Okay, be sure to give me the dates when you straighten that all out so that I can put that in the Durham Skywriter, because I definitely want to help you, encourage seniors to join in.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So I want to thank you so much for being on the show. We are speaking with Deborah Harper-Pringle, and we also got to meet Crystal Robinson, Eric A. Powell Sr., and Vi Parker. All of them are in What a Blessing I Could Have Been. That's going to be a play, a drama, with apparently a touch of comedy, right?
That's right, yes.
Okay. And that's going to be Saturday, April 30th, 6:00 p.m. at the Hayti Heritage Center here in Durham, North Carolina. Tickets are $15, $10 for seniors, 60 plus, and free for kids aged 10 and under. And I also want to thank Andrew Marsh for making this happen.
Yes.
So thanks again for being on the show. And if you'd like to be a guest on TV Skywriter, just let me know. Contact me. The quickest way is via Twitter at Durham Skywriter. TV Skywriter airs live, obviously. We're here on Blab right now. Also, it will be on the YouTube Patricia A. Murray channel. And also, it will probably air on the People's Channel here in Durham and also in Chapel Hill. Working on that one. And with that, I bid you adieu. Ciao for now. Thank you for being my guest. You were wonderful. I love the wave. Oh, there you go.
I taught my grandkids that.
There you go. Love it. I'm going to use that.
Thank
and
you.
With that, so I'm going to end the recording now. I'm not going to actually end the show. I'm just going to end the recording. So I'll say goodbye to my my TV viewers for now, and catch you next time.